with another episode of Elevate, and we're excited about this week. I'm here again with my great friend, Pastor Paul Cicado, and we're going to be talking about a very important topic in ministry, as well as life, as well as in business. We're going to be talking about the importance of mission. And I believe the last couple of times we talked about vision, and people seem to have a pretty good grasp on what vision is, but we want to kind of iron it out on what mission is this time. And it's important in every organization to have a vision, and that's looking beyond where you're at, where you're going, right?
That's right.
But then it's also as important to have mission, isn't it, Pastor Paul?
That's exactly right.
And we talked about vision, and we want to do a little recap on that to bring it to mission. So vision is looking ahead, isn't it?
Yes.
It's having a vision of what's down the road. Would you like to say, kind of share a little bit about that, about the importance of vision, and then we'll tie it in with our mission.
Vision is important because what it does, it gives everybody something to shoot for.
Okay.
It's full of goals. It's full of projects, and the part of the vision is that there's projects involved. There's a whole lot of things that you now can build your structure of your organization on. And vision's great because it allows you to expand your organization also.
Right. So when we think about vision, it's vision is that taking the cap off of the limitations, right?
Yes.
Vision is saying this is where we're at and this is where we want to go down the road. If we had all the money, all the people, all the resources, this is where we're going.
Yes.
Okay. So now let's talk a little bit about once you have a vision, whether it's be for your personal life or the organization, now you need to have mission.
Yeah.
And mission it's really the everyday activity, isn't it?
Yes, it is. What's great about mission is that a mission actually helps keep you accountable to the vision.
Yeah. Okay.
Because what it does is it forces you to hone in on exactly the path that you need to take in order to see that vision fulfilled. The mission allows you to do that. Okay. It narrows it to a degree, so that way you know exactly where you're going. Basically, what you do is you weed out all of the structured part of the vision, and what you do is you bring it back together with the mission. And so that's what's great about it.
Okay, so in essence, we have this vision of where we're going, and now we look at, okay, what's my mission? Now, I'd like you to share a little bit about the mission of your organization, of Powerhouse Church.
Yes.
So you have a vision. Now, what's the mission? What do you guys do on a daily basis to fulfill that vision?
Our mission statement was actually very unique. The Lord gave this to us. We call it the DRLs.
Okay.
One, because first of all mission statements within an organization need to be memorized.
Okay, yeah.
What that does is it keeps everybody focused and accountable on the vision ahead by understanding what the mission is of the organization.
Okay.
So ours is the DRLs: dedicated to raising leaders, determined to restore lives, and desperate to reach the lost. Those three things alone encompass what our vision is.
Okay.
And if there's anything that doesn't fall in line with that mission, then basically it probably shouldn't even be a part of our vision. And so what we do is we structure the mission so that way we're able to fulfill the overall vision of what we've seen, all the goals. And so we do things like specific types of outreaches.
Okay.
Because it follows the mission.
Yeah.
We do specific type of classes within our organization because the mission basically keeps us steered towards fulfilling all that vision.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's a great analogy because, it seems like I've seen organizations to where they've had a vision for the future.
Yes.
But then there's a blur between the vision and the mission.
Yeah.
And how important do you believe it is to write down your mission?
I think it's very important because again, it becomes the thing that's in the back of people's mind when they walk outside of their organization, the four walls the place where they come in and get encouraged. Mm-hmm. In our case, it's the church.
Right.
What it does is it allows them to go out, and what it does is it keeps them goal-oriented to continue to fulfill that mission because there's a big vision that's a part at the end of that.
Okay.
And so it's very important that people keep that in the back of their mind. That's why ours are structured so that way it's easy to remember. Mm-hmm. And that way they don't ever lose sight of what path they're supposed to take.
Yeah, that's good. I worked for a company years ago, and we'd print out laminated cards that had the vision of the organization and then the mission of the organization. What that did was, as you said, everybody should be able to know the mission.
Yes.
Because if we don't know the mission of our organization, then we're floundering. We're going from one thing to the next,
That's
one
right.
thing to the next, and we lose sight of what we're really called to do, and we're not doing anything with excellence.
That's right.
You know, so
Yes.
how important is it to? How do you share mission with your organization? Do you share it from the pulpit? Do you share it in leadership groups? Do you share it one-on-one? How do you present
Very
mission?
important. One, we share it definitely the moment you decide you want to become a member, an active member, not somebody who just attends the services, but who says, I want to be involved. From the moment you get into our church and you say, I want to be actively involved, you will hear about it almost every Sunday. Because one, we have it up on our walls.
Yeah.
We have it in our paper. We have bookmarkers with it.
Okay.
Once again, it's constantly in your face. And in some way or another, even our messages in some way, or shape, or form are geared around that mission.
That's good. And I want to switch gears a little bit in this sense that, it's important for organizations to have a vision. It's important for businesses, for ministries, and also to have mission, know their mission. What's my mission? One of the areas that I've learned to really focus on the past couple of years is in self-leadership, is teaching people how to get the vision of for their life. And then go on beyond that and get the mission. What is my mission in life? Because people, like I say, we're overwhelmed with information today. There's every kind of book out there. There's every kind of motivational seminar going on. And it's really... we have to be very intentional in finding our vision.
Yeah.
And I know I might be blurring the lines a little bit when I talk vision and mission, because they are separate, but it's so important that we have a vision in order to walk out our mission.
Yes.
And as individuals as well, when I look at my in ministry or in my personal life, it's what is my vision? And we know the Bible talks about writing down vision, and so we write down our vision. You and I did a class a couple of maybe a year ago with Dr. Victor from Summit Bible College on vision, and he was talking about how a lot of people get confused with mission and vision.
Yes.
So in our personal lives, it's important that we first of all write down that vision.
Yeah.
And then we look at, now what's my mission?
Yeah.
How do I walk out how do I walk out this vision?
Yeah. I guess the best way to put it is the vision is the broad spectrum of ideas and opportunities that you can use to make the mission happen.
There you go.
Because really the mission is very narrow-minded,
Right.
where the vision is very broad-minded. In other words, I can have all these ideas. I want to go out and reach the homeless. I want to go out and help the prostitutes. I want to go out and I want to talk about a money-making program.
Right.
I want to talk. That's the vision. That's all the different ideas that come with it.
Right.
But then what we do is we take that mission, and what it does is it straightens out all those ideas and brings them in, so that way we can run in a straight path with it. So we're not just going crazy everywhere.
That's good.
And so what we do is we make sure that our mission, as long as it has that purpose, as long as those things in that vision are a part of that purpose, what it does, it's like when you're running, it's like sucks those things in and says, okay, that fits into the mission. Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
But you'll find that there's other things that if it doesn't fall in line with that mission, it kind of spits it back out. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And so you're right. The mission can continually change, or the vision especially can continually change, because you can add to it.
I look at my own life. The vision I had for my life 15 years ago is different today than it was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And it part of it is my growth.
Yes.
As we and organizations, as we grow, our vision should grow, shouldn't it?
Yes, it should.
And then the mission, and how we act that out, how we walk out that vision, grows as well. So it's ever changing, but yet it's so important to have a vision from God.
Yeah.
And then find out, okay, now what am I going to do to fulfill that vision? Here's the mission. The mission is, I think of yours as one is determined to restore lives.
Yeah.
Okay, so if your organization is determined to restore lives, then what that does is it gives you kind of a gauge when people come to you and say, hey, we want to start this ministry. You can look at it and say, does
Right.
that alignment with our mission?
Very good. Yes.
And you've probably had that happen where people come in, they have great ideas, but it's not in alignment with what you're doing.
That's exactly right.
And how do you, in an organization, help people in that process? Because we all should have our own vision, our vision for our lives,
Yes.
our families. We all should have our mission, but then it should come when we're part of an organization. We don't lose that, but it should become part of that, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it should, because if your personal mission and vision in life, so to speak, your personal mission doesn't really line up with your local, in our case, like I say, the local church
Right.
mission, well, what happens is there's a conflict, because we're always going to see that we should be doing it differently then.
Right.
And the conflict comes, and what it does, it creates arguments and debates as to about what's better, what we need to do more. And yet you've got a pastor, it's like, I know what God has showed me, and yet you've got an individual within that congregation saying, yeah, but I know what God showed me. The truth is what you're seeing, this is why the Lord has made up specific parts of the body.
Right.
What you're seeing in your heart probably will help fit in a church locally that you can actually have the passion to run with their mission, because it coincides with one another. That's how you become part of that congregation, become one with them, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of interesting. Zig Ziglar has a philosophy that he taught for years, and it was that in order to get what you want in life, help enough other people get what they want in life.
That's good.
And you think about organizations, because I've been there, I know you have as well, as we've had our own vision, but then we're part of an organization, and it's like, how do I bring that under that umbrella?
Yeah.
We adjust it.
That's right.
Sometimes, we make adjustments on our mission. Okay, I have a mission to reach the lost. Okay, the church is determined to restore souls, so I have to find my place in reaching the lost within
Yes.
the organization. Now it might look a little different than the organization when I come in, but yet when we submit to that organization, then we become how do I say it? Pliable in the sense that we're willing to make those adjustments. And those are the people I've seen that really, really walk in a how do I say it, in a peace within their mission.
Yeah, they really-
because they're not always, because there is a tension
Yeah.
when people come in. We've all seen it. I've seen it in business world. I've seen it in churches where people come in and they have their own vision. They have their own thoughts of the way things should go.
Yeah.
And the churches or the organizations going one way and they want to go the other way.
Yeah.
But when you adjust yourself, so to speak,
Yeah.
and fall under that, one of yours is dedicated to raising up leaders.
Yeah.
And you think about that. So within the organization, there's opportunities to always look for leaders, isn't there?
Yes.
And how do you do that?
Again, from the moment they say that we want to be actively involved, and that's the beginning of step is through membership. Because membership, once again, there's no dues or anything like that. It's
Right.
not a club type membership, but it's simply to say that, look, we really like the vision that you have. We understand where you're going as far as through the mission. We want to be actively involved. So what that does, that already separates those who are willing and wanting to be a part of an actual work,
Right.
and those who really just want to come to hear the message on Sunday.
Right.
Because if you want to actively be involved, you made that statement the day that you said, I want to be a member.
Yeah.
And so what we do is the moment you make that decision, we already have plans to put you and get you involved in some way, even at a
Right.
small level. But we also have plans to put you through some training that goes along with it. So you're learning on the job, learning as you go,
Right.
and you're also getting the training as you go.
Yeah, that's good. That's
So we
good.
have those implemented within
That's
our
good.
system.
That's one thing we were doing through our Elevate workshops is helping people find their vision.
Yeah.
First of all, it's okay. And this is something I did probably about 20 years ago, write down my personal vision for my life. But then I wrote down my vision. And the reason I'm saying this, or my mission rather, the reason I'm saying this is for me, say my first, I believe vision and mission is tied in with our values.
Yeah.
So my number one value is, I value my relationship with God.
Yeah.
So if I value my relationship with God, how do I do that on a daily basis? What's my mission? My mission is to know God and God know me, right?
Yeah.
So I do that by spending time with Him. But now I'm talking about my personal mission. Now, that ties into the local church because
Yeah.
in order for me to have that relationship with God, I have to be active in my local church.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
So my mission and it ties in with the organization, okay? And on a daily basis, it's a matter of what do I want to do in the organization? You know, do I want to teach? Do I want to be an usher? Do I want to? And I find my place, and now my mission is tied in with my organization.
Yes.
And have you seen that in yourself? People that come in and they, you know, you see that they have a car, they have a mission, they're centered on where they're going, and then it ties into the organization.
Yes.
And it's sometimes it's a process too, isn't it?
Well, it is. You know, we do have people that come in, they've already been a part of something in the past.
Right.
Or they're currently in the process of doing certain things. And when they walk in, it's like, wow, I'm already doing that. So what
Right.
it does is it just infuses that fire to say, look, can I come in and also I'm already currently doing this.
Right.
Can I come in and just kind of help with that in your church also? It's like,
Right.
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's a great
That's good.
addition because they already have the mechanics and the tools and the abilities usually when they come in.
Right.
So what's great about them is that you don't have to train them so deeply that they even just no, they've already put their foot into that area.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, listen, guys, we're wrapping up today, but we're talking about mission. You know, we've talked about vision, and now we're talking a little bit about mission of being able to find the mission of the organization and walking it out on a daily basis. And if you know, I just want to give you some action steps. You know, you can go home and sit down, and one is find your personal vision, and then find out the mission. How do I act that out on a daily basis? You know, vision isn't just dreaming of something ahead. Mission actually puts legs on the vision.
Very good.
You know, it's I'm not just dreaming of where I want to go. Now I'm walking it out.
Very good.
I'm going towards that thing. So I encourage you, find your vision, find the mission, and then we're going to talk about probably in our next one about how to plan and how to set goals and how to go for it. And Pastor Paul, how can they find you how can anybody get a hold of you if they want to get a hold of you?
Yes, you can find us at www.powerhousechurch.us. That is .us. A lot of people think that's .com, but
Right.
it's .us.
.us,
And
okay.
you can find us there. You can email us, go to our website, and look how to find me as a pastor. You can get a hold of me. And if you ever need someone to talk to or need some information on how to do the things that we're talking about, Tony's Elevate conferences that he does, he's also a great life mentor and coach. So definitely be sure to call Tony. And I guarantee you, Tony will help elevate literally your ministry to the whole next level.
That's one of the reasons we're doing these videos is we want to. Pastor Paul and I are like-minded in a lot of ways.
Yes.
And our goal is to reach a broader audience to where we can give people some insight in how they can elevate their life, live it a better. Because we don't want to focus just on. We want to be focused. We don't want to be a master of generalities. We want to be focused on where we're going and doing it with excellence. You can reach us at www.tonyhenley.org. You can go on there. Our videos will be on there as well as blog and other information. And we hope to see you there. And we hope that this helps elevate your life.